What's up, NASCAR Authentics fans? David Land here, and if I were to pick two words to describe Spin Master's NASCAR Authentics line, they would be unpredictable and potential. Now, there's nothing, no release more apt for these two words than the second wave of the NASCAR Authentics Memorable Moments 2-packs. This is a saga all unto itself, and you have to go back to the very beginning of 2014. If you check out the card in the corner right here, you can watch the review that I did of the very first wave of the Memorable Moments 2-packs. Those showed up in Meijer stores and Toys R Us stores, if my memory serves me correctly. And then we were teased with a second wave, and what you're looking at right now, and they never showed up in stores, at least during 2014. We saw what I believed, and a few other NASCAR Authentics aficionados believed to be a prototype in the hands of Elliott Sadler's son as a present from Kyle Busch, of all people. So we said, okay, well, that's a prototype. We're never ever going to see these. Then in the summer of 2015, these began hitting Walmart stores in huge numbers, both Wave 1 and Wave 2. So a lot of people were finding these. I could not. For whatever reason, Indiana was out. Indiana did not get any of these. These seemed to hit over on the East Coast and the Southeast, kind of like really NASCAR country. So when I was struggling to find these, my friend BWP2933, you may know him from the IndyCar World Series broadcasts on my channel, and I think he was a part of the live stream too. He found these, got them for me, sent them to me for Christmas, and believe me, buddy, I've got some stuff to send you, so we will be square eventually on that. But anyway, he sent me these, and it was awesome for him to do that. He lives over in the Carolinas, so he was able to actually find these in a Walmart store, sent them to me. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I want you to go follow him on Instagram, BWP2933. The link is going to be down there in the description, because otherwise I would not be able to do this review. So he really is the big MVP, and he does all sorts of NASCAR stuff. He does NASCAR stop motions, the best I've ever seen on Instagram. And it's really hard to do good Instagram stop motions. You guys probably know that if you're on Instagram. So please go follow him. Because he absolutely came through big time to help me complete my NASCAR Authentics reviews and to do this awesome pair of 2-packs, because we've got 4 exclusive cars here. You can't find these anywhere else. You can't get them any other way except for through the Memorable Moments 2-packs. And even more exciting is we finally, I was complaining about this ever since 2014, but we finally get a Kyle Busch 1/64 scale car from Spin Master in the Gen 6 bodies. Wow. So a lot to cover here, a lot to go over. I hope you'll sit back, enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the like button on the video. That helps me out so much. This is David Land on YouTube. So the first set we're going to take a look at is the Auto Club Speedway 2013 finish at the Auto Club Speedway 400. You can see this was when they were still advertising the fact that they had a new Gen 6 car. You see the 2 cars in there, Kyle Busch and Joey Logano, as they came across the line. You guys may remember this. Also, they come with trading cards. You guys may remember this race as being the one where Denny Hamlin got injured. Pretty big time implications, if I may use a cliche there. Show off the entire box for you, because some people just may never have seen these in stores, so it's good to take a look at that. I'm not going to do a full unboxing, even though I did cut the tape so I can show you how these open up. They open up from the side. Oh, I meant to do this side. I cut the tape on one side, I know that. Oh wow, there's another. Boy, oh boy. They really like taping these things, don't they? Boop. Okay. As I almost knock over the boxes in the background. Let's try not to do that this time. And then your little display here, you can see the trading card comes out on the side there. And then your display should just slide right out. So this is what they look like on the base here. They're pretty well stuck in there. You can see they're attached by these little cardboard things. So we're going to take a cut here. In my Wave 1 review of these, I did like a full unboxing, and I showed everything off. So if you want to check that out, be my guest. Again, it's in the card in the corner, right there. So you can check that out, and I'm going to take a cut here and show you off the diecast. Of all the moments Spin Master chose to highlight in their Memorable Moments 2-packs, I believe this 2-pack is the most memorable, especially looking on 2-3, well, it's almost been 3 years since it happened. But the Auto Club 500 was definitely probably one of the, or Auto Club 400, was probably one of the biggest controversies, biggest knockdown, throwdown race that they chose to highlight in the Memorable Moments 2-packs. We're looking at the Joey Logano car, the guy who almost won this race, if not for a little bit of contact with Denny Hamlin. We got a similar car to this in the Lost Wave, but not exactly, and I can't wait to show you the differences between the two of them because they are significant, even though it's a very similar paint scheme. It's actually just the regular paint scheme that you see on all Joey Logano cars, so naturally I'm a big fan of this paint scheme regardless. I think it looks a little bit better in the shell colors, but that being said, the red, white, and blue I think looks amazing. This is what you get with it. You get a collector card here, Penske Racing 22, you get to Joey Logano, and you get a picture of his car. Not sure if this is artwork or if this is, yeah, it looks like artwork. So, man, what a nice little thing here. And you got holding the lead coming into the final laps of the race. Joey Logano battled with Denny Hamlin in the final lap, resulting in a collision, which allowed Kyle Busch to take the win in the Auto Club 400. Spoiler alert, with Logano falling to third place. Who finished second? I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. Who was it? Keselowski, maybe? I can't remember. Let's take a quick closer look at this car. Obviously, this is a big difference here. You've got the AAA of Southern California. I don't think this car ever got released as a Lionel, past, present, or future at the moment. So this is the only way you're going to get an Automobile Club or AAA, Dancing Helio, Impact. Okay, that's enough of that. But yeah, this is the only way you're going to get a AAA of Southern California, Joey Logano. So really cool release. I think this is, again, this is probably the best of the packs. Obviously, here's our Lost Wave car. If I can get them both in the focus there. You can see it's the same paint scheme, but you've got AAA on the car, like straight up AAA rather than just Southern California. Southern California's equivalent of AAA. But yeah, so there you go. Also, red bumper on the Southern California one. Interesting comparison. This is why we do this, because you never know what differences you're going to find. And obviously these are older cars now, so we don't really remember, or at least I don't really remember the subtle paint scheme differences. But yeah, a really cool car. Definitely one I would suggest picking up for the historical significance of it. And let's take a look at a very, very historically significant car, the only Kyle Busch released on the Gen 6 bodies. So yeah, like I said, this one's incredibly important for whatever reason. And your reasons may be, very far, few and far between in terms of why Toyotas and Kyle Busch seem to get the short end of the stick at retail, but they do. And we just have not gotten many Kyle Busch diecasts at retail in the last few years. Hopefully that will change now that he is the champion, though there is some debate of how legitimate his championship was last year, but I'll leave that for you guys in the comments to decide. Regardless, he is the NASCAR Sprint Cup champion for 2015, so hopefully we'll be getting more diecasts of it. But amazingly, this, in all of Spin Master's run, was the only time they got a Kyle Busch Gen 6 car made. Really weird that it was the Interstate Batteries car, but it is the winner of the AAA Auto Club 500 or 400, I can't remember. 400, I looked at the box. But yeah, it's just, it's so weird that this never got, they never got a single card release of Kyle Busch, but, whatever, Oh, hey, look, part of the rubber band holding the car together. But yeah, let's take a look at the collector card real fast. As you can see, it's just so strange that I'm really glad that it got out, because that's definitely not artwork. That's definitely the car in action. Let's read the back if it's any different. During the final lap of the 2013 Auto Club 400, Kyle Busch took the lead from Joey Logano on the final turn to take the checkered flag. This come from behind victory was Kyle's 25th Sprint Cup Series win and helped end a 31 race winless streak. So really cool. Cool to see that. And let's take a closer look at the one and only Kyle Busch diecast released for NASCAR Authentics in the Gen 6. That might have something to do with it right there. The M&Ms. For whatever reason, M&Ms and Spin Master apparently had some sort of falling out. But this one made it. So thankfully that happened. Interesting paint scheme there. Definitely not the best Interstate Battery scheme, I can tell you that. This has nothing on the Bobby Labonte and Dale Jarrett schemes that, frankly, were the better versions of Interstate Batteries. But, he's okay. This is a really cool diecast. Really, really cool. Very happy to add this one to the collection, though. It's great to finally have a Kyle Busch, Kyle Busch Gen 6 car. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's take a look at these two cars together. So certainly this was a memorable moment, but I feel like something's missing. Ah, yes. That's better. That's much more realistic. So the second and, well, really the fourth and final NASCAR Authentics Memorable Moments 2-pack, the second for the wave, is the 2013 finish at the Bojangles Southern 500 at Darlington Raceway. This is before we did the throwback stuff, so we've just got some regular paint schemes, but two paint schemes that we never saw. I think the Husky may have gotten released for Lionel, but I know the Sport Clips never did. So at least one exclusive. Let me know in the comments if they're both exclusive to Spin Master. Here's the back of the box. You can see Matt Kenseth, Southern 500 logo, Bojangles Southern 500, NASCAR collector card included. Here's all the stuff on the back. Not too much to write home about there. Southern 500 and Denny Hamlin, and nothing on the bottom. So, let's get this thing out of its box. I forgot to cut the tape, so you're going to have to sit through me doing that once again. It's just one tape. Two tape. And three tape. And that should just pop right out of there. I love how I get decent at opening these right as I don't have to do it anymore. Typical. So there is your Darlington 2-pack out of its box. Really neat looking cars. It's neat to see these cars in a package like this. I wish it was like resealable or something. I wish there was some way you could display these a little bit better, or just, keep the package, be able to get these cars out of the packaging and display them and then put them back in. I wish they thought that through, but, what can you do? Spin Master's gone. Lionel, maybe you can learn from that. But anyway, let's take a closer look at these two cars. So the first car we're taking a look at from this pack is the Spin Master exclusive Sport Clips car. I know my friend Brian LaFleur Jr., a.k.a. Original Big Bry, a.k.a. the NASCAR Diecast News aficionado, was very happy that this got released because he is not only a Hamlin fan, but he's apparently a fan of the Sport Clips car. So, good to see this car get a release, particularly as a Spin Master exclusive. This again, I mean, I go back to it, man. It was nice. Spin Master did a lot of great stuff. I mean, I know a lot of people complain about them, but it was awesome to see some of the exclusive stuff that they got to produce for us Diecast fans. So it was really cool. But unfortunately, it came to an end, and we can just hope that Lionel carries on a little bit of that tradition from Spin Master. So that's a full look at the car. I don't know if the Bojangles Southern 500, as it's known, was very memorable. I certainly don't remember anything from it. I don't even think I watched the race because it was May and I was in Indianapolis. Of course I was. Yeah, here's the card. So yeah, let me know in the comments if the Bojangles Southern 500 in 2013 was memorable in any way. In his first race back from a back injury that sidelined him for 6 weeks, Denny Hamlin battled through a grueling race to achieve a second-place finish at Darlington Raceway. Okay, I see a theme here. I got the theme now. It was memorable because we got the memorable moments 2-pack of the race where Hamlin was injured, and they gave us the memorable moment of Hamlin coming back. Okay, I get it now. That's actually pretty clever. Good on Spin Master. That will work. I think that's, now that I kind of made that connection, really good wave then. Really good wave, actually. Really cool that they gave us those two moments in 2-pack form. I think that's really cool. Really cool. Good on Spin Master, as you can look at the rest of the car. Man, not many Spin Masters to go that I need to review still. I mean, lots of the Gen 5s, but man, I've got just about every single Gen 6 release. It's weird to think about that. Let's move on to the next car and the final car from the memorable moment. So the final memorable moments car is the Matt Kenseth Husky car. I believe that's a association with Home Depot. So this is gone. This scheme has not come back because it's a Home Depot thing. But this was the winner of the Darlington race. He beat Denny Hamlin to first place in that race. And it's an interesting scheme. It's one that was teased. I certainly remember this scheme being teased on the NASCAR Authentics Facebook page that has been deleted, so that's not around anymore. But yeah, it was one of the photos that they teased, or one of the cars that they teased. So it's cool to finally get it. I can't say the scheme is particularly interesting. It kind of reminds me of like a Busch series car from like the 90s. It's just like a generic red and black car with a little bit of paint variation there on the back. We'll take a closer look at that when we get a chance, if it would stop rolling. Let's take a look at the card. Number 20, Matt Kenseth. Also, fun fact, he's my pick to win the Daytona 500. So mark that down. We'll see if he actually does it. Taking the lead with 13 laps remaining, Matt Kenseth raced ahead of a pack for a decisive victory at Darlington Raceway. A common sight in victory lane, this win was Kenseth's third win of the NASCAR 2013 season. So that's the card. And here is the car. Again, great to get Toyotas, great to get a variation on a Toyota scheme. Again, wow, we are really failing with the, well, it's in there pretty good. I just saw part of the rubber band there. Yeah, we just get a little bit of like sun or whatever there. There's Dollar General on the back of the car. And we go all around the rest of the car. Cool to see. Again, it's just really neat to see these Husky, or not Husky, but Toyota cars. More Toyotas, I say. Even though a lot of people don't like Toyotas for some reason, I don't understand it, and I probably never will. So let's take a look at all four of these cars, and I will give some final thoughts. This set is a rarity for a lot of reasons. Number one, it's not Chevy-centric. 3 Toyotas and a Ford. I like the diversity in this pack. I like the fact And number two, in terms of my points, is that we got exclusive schemes that had not been released prior nor since this pack. It's really, really cool. And again, like I started my video, this is like the best example, or at least one of the best examples I can give of Spin Master doing things right. Just doing something completely cool, interesting, a nice theme. I mean, this is Spin Master at its absolute best. It's too bad it won't continue. And again, I hope Lionel can do stuff like this, because I really appreciate when they do stuff like this, because it makes for great collector pieces. Really interesting to get new schemes, new paint jobs, and even though there are no new drivers in this series, it's cool to see the history of the sport, particularly 3 years pretty much down the line from when these events took place. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully there will be more Spin Master stuff down the line, though I can't predict that there's going to be much, because there's just simply not that much stuff left to do. But the NASCAR Linux will continue on this channel and in stores with Lionel, so I would like to extend my offer to continue to watch those videos, because they're going to keep coming as long as you guys keep watching them. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and we will see you in the next video. Enjoy the Daytona 500 as well.